goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Check, 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 check. Check. Big 13 heavy. Hot, hot. Hey, hey, watch it, watch it. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll start on the ground, ETN.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jaguars. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2nd down and 8. On play action, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Lawrence targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Bigsby will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 2, Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his left. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Scotty Miller, 41 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Fields. Big loss here as he's taken down. Joshua Hines-Allen. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Fields. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Fields now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Let's go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Stay with your man. 43's the mic. Can't. He's got the lead. We got double up. 43.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 19 yards away.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Check nickel.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Let's bring it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Fields.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakim.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw there to Strange.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Lawrence will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, when you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action, Fields.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 50, here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Here we go, here we go. Shoot, shoot. He's checking.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Big stop, let's go. Mike, check 33. You. 11. Hey, check Mike 33.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now Fields.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
Now it's Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44.